Hello, everyone who is tuning in on YouTube live right now to our Northside Vibe event with Mixed Blood that Joe Davis has devised and created here. We're really excited to share some performances with you today. We're excited to have a conversation about the North Side, what makes it special, what are the dreams people have for the North Side, etc. So my name is Alejandro Te, to take us back for a second. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the Associate Artistic Director of Mixed Blood. Really happy to have you all joining us online from wherever you may be. We are right here on the north side of Minneapolis. When I say north or north side, we're talking north side Minneapolis here, which, for context, if you follow me, just in case you're coming from outside Minnesota, we got Minnesota here. I would say the Twin Cities are probably right where this phenomenal hat is. So we're here in North Minneapolis, but it's right here on the Twin Cities. So what Mixed Blood has been doing, and I'm sure that our artistic director is going to talk to us a little bit more about this later, but Mixed Blood has commissioned 12 artists in 12 communities across the Twin Cities to create new pieces based on their conversations in those neighborhoods or cities or amongst those communities, and then to create new pieces or works based on that. So Joe Davis is a phenomenal poet and songwriter and artist and organizer, has parlayed this into work that he's already been doing on the North Side. Really fantastic work. And I'm actually going to show you a little bit of some of what came out of those community conversations right now. So what Joe has done is created these events called Northside Vibe, which folks come by, and it's really just conversations about community, about past, present, and future. What are your dreams? What are your hopes for this community? And how can coming together, sharing space, sharing food, sharing music, all kind of come together to create a positive hopes and dreams for this neighborhood and for this place. So a couple of months ago, Joe held a week of these events at night, and this is kind of what came out of that. So behind me on the wall, we've got 4 pieces of butcher paper that all respond to 4 questions, and I'm sure he's going to talk a little bit more about this in the program, but since you're tuning in with us from online, I wanted to give you like an up-close peek at it now before we get to it later in the program. So here at the first panel, we've got, what do you love most about the North Side? And I'm going to let Ryan here behind the camera just take us on a tour of this panel here. We're noticing spaces Black people gather to create, to belong, Black excellence, turning personal challenges into opportunities for the entire community. Yolanda. Oh, someone loves Yolanda out there. I love that. The Caldwell clan, the people, and an amen for that. Lots of folks loving the people. Your neighbors, your friends, the flow. We have some beautiful drawings here. It looks like from all ages. Lots of green space, no airplane traffic, adventures, the gardens, all things people love about the North Side. So as we move on along this series of panels, there's 4 of them. The second one is, what do you wish people knew about the North Side? More people knew about the North Side. So we're going to check this out. We're going to see here how wonderful it is in community, it being not a scary or unsafe place, trying to combat negative perceptions, right, of place. The beauty, how special and talented we are, the art community of the indigenous people, right? We got a bunch of bands. We got a list of bands to check out and groups to check out. Over here. Oh, we'll linger on this if we can find this list here, Ryan. If you haven't checked these bands out, write them down. Go look them up. Check them out. All coming out of the North Side. Of course, we know Prince. Mint Condition, The Family, Mind and Matter. Some groups here in the North Side. These are all things folks have identified of wishing other people knew more. the histories of Black experience and resistance, and the legacy of great minds that come from the North Side. The elder community and their stories. It's beautiful. Jesus loves you, and not the white version. We have Black farmers. Love this. So we're gonna move over now to our third panel. I'm so sorry, we're gonna be just alongside you. Keep looking, keep looking. So this panel is, what do you wish was different about the North Side? Looking for opportunities for growth, right? Obstacles to unified, compassionate community, the way we look at the less fortunate, wanting more respect for our young and our old, less people pretending like they care or want change. They will never relinquish their privilege. All right, hell yeah. More organization and unity in protecting our interests. This is a little hard to see, so I'm going to read this one out. It says, I will continue to pray, speak out, and act for my people regarding services and programming for our youth, single mothers, employment, and the over-polluting of our brothers. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Mentorship for every senior in high school. Job internships in 9th grade. Yeah, we want more of that. We want more places and spaces for young people. We want programs connecting elders and youth. I love these collages people have put together. Nothing like they imagined. Discover beauty, history, home. Beautiful. Ooh, I wish we owned more of the spaces we inhabit. There you go. Dignity restored for the invisible people. Buy more land to plant and grow. Yeah. So all of these words and thoughts came out of folks who gathered for Joe's events, the Northside Vibe events, and through conversations with leaders in the community who he curated conversations with. So they would have conversations like the one that we're going to have today, and then they would share some of the thoughts that were coming and sparking out of those conversations. So here's our last one. What is your most hopeful vision for the future of the North Side? We're just going to scan this here. Some clean air on the North Side. Neighborhood potlucks, parties, work, play shops, and music and dance gatherings in as many of the 365 days of each year that are available. Hell yeah. Got economic reclamation. That the love of Christ be embraced. North High gets to its excellence, more consciousness of mind, youth leaders building the businesses, bringing all with them. Yeah, true safety. Going back to being an insular community, integration did not serve us well. Okay, there we go. More positive, be a positive image. And then we have an image here of the gardens and of a figure, looks like holding a lot of power and channeling it into and out from the earth. We got Northside residents being able to solve poverty and heal people at a spiritual level. More love, more unity, more social, political, financial, and cultural literacy. Healthy and happy children, being a wellness hub. My children, my family, and my friends thriving. Black Wall Street. Black people living in solidarity. Living abundantly, rather. The young people are already doing it. They grow us. I'm going to switch over to the other side here. Yeah. We have roller skating rink. Hey. Changed public perception. Land ownership for urban agriculture. Black fathers restored. Booming black businesses that own their own buildings. Organic rooftop gardening. Above each black-owned business on Black Wall Street. Wow. Yeah, strong black families stay and come back. We all are living on the other side of justice together. So These are some of the ideas and thoughts that have been shared on this wall. So when it gets referenced later on in the program, you've already had a chance to see it and to see what's there. So we're gonna get started now, probably just in a couple minutes. But I'm gonna walk us back here together, yeah, we're so glad that you're able to join us from wherever you're coming in from. This is, again, for those of you just tuning in, 12 by 12 here on the North Side with Joe Davis and Mixed Blood Theater. And we're going to leave you now for a second, but we'll get started in a few minutes. See you soon.
Hey folks, hold on a second. Scott, hello. Do I turn it on? Just keep talking? Talk. Nope. Hello. Here we go. Hey folks, thank you so much for being here. My name is Mark Valdez. I'm the Artistic Director of Mixed Blood Theater, and just want to welcome you to today's 12 by 12 event. Thank you. A couple of things. So I'm just really curious. Who here, raise your hand if you live in North Minneapolis. There's some folks. Cool. Raise your hand if you've been to North Minneapolis. We're here right now. Great. Exactly. Great. So everybody's hand up. Raise your hand if this is your first time in North Minneapolis. Oh, first time. Cool. Great. So everybody's been here at least before. So that's really fantastic. A couple of things. So this is a part of a series called 12 by 12, and I just moved here. I just moved here. I moved here about a year ago, and I was trying to figure out like how to get to know the Twin Cities and how to get to know artists, and so we came up with this idea for 12 by 12, which is essentially we commissioned 12 artists to work in 12 neighborhoods. And Joe Davis is one of them, and North Minneapolis is the community. And so these have been really amazing ways just to get to know artists and the place so that we can at least get glimpses, right? So every community is way complicated. And so this is not kind of the deepest dive, but it is kind of a glimpse of part of this part of the Twin Cities. And so what'll happen is on August 19th and 20th, we're going to bring all 12 of these communities together in a day-long festival celebrating the Twin Cities and its people and the stories and the places and the various art forms that we got to see during the 12 by 12 series. So we want to invite you to come do that. I think that is everything I want to make sure that we communicated as we start today. So all of this happens because a lot of people do a lot of work. Come on in. And so just really want to make sure that we give a special thanks to our community partners here, the Capri, PCYC. We've got Jordan and Graham who are working here today, doing a lot of help, providing a lot of help for us. We've got Our Streets, Minneapolis, Northside Art Space, Artists Loft, the Minnesota African American Heritage Museum, Black Storytellers Alliance, Project Sweetie Pie, George Floyd Global Memorial, and BLCK Press. So a big applause for our partners who helped us. And special thanks to Scott Edwards, who's just spent a good chunk of this morning setting up all this tech. Alejandro Te, who's out there, who's putting a lot of things together, and all the folks here. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joe Davis. Come on up.
Right on. Let's see. Maybe we'll keep it going, keep it flowing. How y'all feeling right now? Y'all feeling good? You feeling all right? Yeah, we alive, baby. We here. Ancestors' wildest dreams. Yes. My name is Joe Davis. I'm a man of many hats, literally and metaphorically. But welcome to North Minneapolis. Welcome to Paradise. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the building of this room right here in the Capri. But I also feel like that's very fitting because to me, North Minneapolis is a little slice of paradise. I know they say a lot of different things about North, but this is one of my favorite places. I'm a nationally touring artist, which means like I'm a full-time artist. I travel all across the country. I've literally been to every single state in the United States of America, including Alaska and Hawaii. You feel me? But this is one of my favorite places. This is where I call home. This is where my roots are. This is where I've learned and grown and built as an artist, as a human being. So I got mad love for North Minneapolis. I got that Northside pride. I need y'all to help celebrate. Y'all here to celebrate that with us? Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. So I need y'all's help to celebrate through this cultural arts and storytelling series. We're hosting different events throughout the summer, and we were at the Northside Art Space Loft in the Harrison neighborhood. And every time we had an event, we had this little mantra, this call and response. We come from a culture and tradition of call and response. And so when I say Northside, I need y'all to say vibe. But you got to say it like you mean it, you know what I'm saying? Get some good positive energy in the room. You got to say it with your chest, you feel me? From the bottom of your heart to the top of your lungs. When I say Northside, you say vibe. Let's try it out right quick, all right? Little vibe check. Northside. 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 Yeah, that feels good, don't it? It feels good. And that's what Northside is all about, right? I love to celebrate this place. Y'all going to get a chance to experience some of the food, some of the culture, some of the stories, what we have today. But I just want to kick us off with a short poem. I'm a spoken word artist, and I believe in the beauty and power of like imbuing creative energy into the space. And so this piece right here I wrote really to talk about what it means to take action around what you're passionate about, around your purpose, around things you want to see different in the world. That's some of the conversations we've been having through the Northside Vibe series. Is like, yo, we got mad love for the community. We also know there's things that we want to see different. We want to carry forward a hopeful, broader vision for the future. In order to make that happen, we got to take action. Can't just talk about it. Can't just have space for the conversations. We actually got to move and do something, right? And so this piece is called Take Action Now. So it also has a refrain to it. I'm going to say, we ain't backing up and we ain't backing down. We rise higher together. And that's when y'all say, we take action now. Think we can try that? I know it's Minnesota, and sometimes, you know, when people want to show that they really are paying attention, they're attentive and respectful, they just sit there real quiet like, but we ain't got to do all that. I'm giving you permission to be loud, to be proud, to be active, right? So that's what we're about to do right now. I'm going to give y'all permission to be as loud as you want to be, all right? You can just let go, put all that passive-aggressive, the Minnesota nice, you can put that outside the door. And right here, right now, we're going to be Minnesota wild, Minnesota beautiful, Minnesota powerful, all right? We're going to get it. Here we go. It goes like this. We ain't backing up, and we ain't backing down. We rise higher together. We take action now. Yeah, that feels good. Goes a little something like this. This moment is our inauguration. This moment, we're no longer waiting. People of every race, nation, and generation come together in this moment we are creating. Because we ain't backing up and we ain't backing down. We rise higher together. We take action now. Yeah. This is not for the applause of the audience, but to build strong the world in which we long to live. A love letter written beyond the pen. The dance in our breath, the song in our skin. This is the moment we dare to begin, where our fears end. Where the bruised and the broken restore, repair, and amend. Because we ain't backing up and we ain't backing down. We rise higher together. We take action now. We ain't staying static and stagnant. We changing the status because we know changing automatic. We have to make it happen. We turn our pain into power and our wounds into wisdom. In this moment, we honor both elders and children. In this moment, the stories we tell can help heal them. In this moment, our expressions of joy are resilience. Because we ain't backing up and we ain't backing down. We rise higher together. We take action now. Inspirational, unwavering, bold, confident, inclusive. We are the students that keep the movement moving. We are the students of the revolution. We put the us in justice and the soul in solution. Making a resolution to not just talk about it, but to do something. If our legacy speaks volumes of who and what we care about, may the way we live our lives, say it loud and say it proud, with courage and compassion, until we have no doubt that this is the moment we take action now. Thank y'all. Yeah. That's what it's all about, y'all. I believe in the power of community and the power of taking action. I always say, I come not alone. I'm one voice of the collective many. I know that I come in the spirit of my ancestors, in the love of my community. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am because somebody loved me. I believe in the spirit of Ubuntu. Anybody ever heard of Ubuntu? Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U. It's a South African concept that's popularized by Archbishop Desmond Tutu, Dr. King, and it means I am because we are. And that's what I've learned being here in North Minneapolis is like this sense of community. Like there's folks in the community, we call them like uncles and aunts. They ain't really like our blood relatives. It's like the village auntie. You feel me? She's like everybody's auntie, you know what I'm saying? Or everybody's uncle and cousin. Everybody's like cousins out here. They ain't got to be related to you by blood, but related to you by choice, by family, by community, that Ubuntu spirit. That's what I've experienced since I've been here in North Minneapolis. And one brother who I really feels embodies this is a brother I want to invite up to the microphone next. I feel like he's one of my personally favorite artists, but also I know that he's going to be one of the world's favorite artists because he's that cold. I'm saying he's phenomenal. I really feel he embodies that spirit of North Minneapolis. He embodies that spirit of Ubuntu. I've seen him. He doesn't just put it on the microphone, on the stage. He actually lives this thing. That's why I got a great deal of respect and admiration for this brother, and I invited him out to share some of his words and his wisdom and his power with us today. Can y'all please make some noise, give some love to Louis Blaze, y'all? Yeah.
Such a beautiful introduction right there. Woo! How y'all feeling today? Good. Yes, as Brother Joe said, my name is Louis Blaze because I walk through the fire with no fear. And I'm born and raised from the Twin Cities. I say Twin Cities with intention because I'm literally from everywhere. I had a very nomadic childhood, okay? Lived on the south side, east side, west side, you know, St. Paul, Minneapolis. But I most definitely lived on the north side for a lot of years of my life. You know, so people know me from everywhere. Some people believe I'm from the north side, and when I'm with them, I'm from the north side. You feel me? But yeah, so I'm gonna get it started with a acapella. This is a song that I wrote titled "Wake Up," and I actually wrote it when I was living here on the north side on 23rd and Aldridge, just right down the street. You know, and I was awoken from my sleep to some gunshots. You know, and I come from a community that's infected, you know, with violence. And that's one of the things that I wish was different, you know, just more unity within, you know, my neighborhood and where I come from. And I'm currently doing the work now. I respond to violence. I work in the juvenile justice system, so I work with young people that's justice involved, you know, and working on being the change that I want to see. So the name of this piece is called Wake Up. And before I go, can we all just take one deep inhale and exhale, one deep breath together? Let's inhale. Exhale. I swear our reality is a nightmare. Then dreams are being crushed because we don't fight fair. We end up in a system from shooting at rivals to hit an innocent victim. That could have been my mother right there. That could have been me and you or a brother right there. The father went away, imagine what her kids would go through. The daughter had a daughter at 16 and a son was shooting at 22 way before he was 22. We in a cycle of more money than more problems, more murder with no justice. How could we solve them? Broken families from coke lines and open bottles. It's no lie that the sky's falling, but no autumn. Soaked in sorrow with no hope for tomorrow. Holes in our hearts got our souls hollow. Don't have no power to ball, just play the power ball with hope to hit the lotto. Growing up without a role model. I got a mind filled with dreams, page full of pain. Heart turned cold and the soul burning flames. $1 million thoughts, but a pocket full of change. I took so many losses, but we all go through things. So when life got you down, try to stay up. Bow my head and I pray the Lord save us. Cause before you make a change, you must change us. Just hope to see a better day when I wake up. Look, this earth cursed, but I could bless this world with a verse with no curse words. I'm influencing the youth to go serve, pop a perk, murder and hurt. But speaking on worth and how we all can emerge from the dirt. I got a couple of cousins who running wild in that turf. Think if we walk to the store, I can mess around and get murked. Bullets don't have a name on them and get around, yeah I heard. Plus the streets ocean deep, you either drown or you surf. And the police not protecting and serving, they murdering and making us feel less of a person but more of an animal. Talking to us with horrible attitudes, pull us over for driving wild. black, then leave us dead on the avenue. I'd burn a badger to imagine if you was in our shoes with a gun drawn at you. Hands up, they still shoot. Now you dead on the news. Cowards on the loose. Powers get abused while our freedoms be removed. I swear they're a figment of our imagination. The only freedom we have is mental emancipation. But still we choose to enslave our minds with entertainment. Can't see it's more than life than just being somebody famous. Just want to make it out the drought, escape evaporation. But life could have you ill, feeling some like a patient. See, I don't know where I'd be if I ain't had patience. Quit the complaint that I've been sticking to the basics in the basement with a mind filled with dreams. Page full of pain. Heart turned cold with a soul burning flames. $1 million thoughts and a pocket full of change. I took so many losses, but we all go through things. So when life got you down, try to stay up. Bow my head and I pray the Lord save us. Cause before we change the world, we must change us. I hope to see a better day when I wake up. Wake up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was the warm-up, baby. We about to get some music going. This next song I'm about to perform is called Powerful. It's on one of my albums that I released in 2021 called Freedom Fighter Reloaded, and it features some of the dopest leaders and activists from the city. You feel me? A real soundtrack for the revolution. And this specific song features the Northside's very own known Minneapolis, the very, very dynamic youth choir. Yeah, make some noise for known. Yeah. So while you listen to the song, you want to sing along with it, go ahead. The hook is very easy to sing along to. So let's get it. Hit me, Scott.
Together we could be no more hate for you and me.
So on this part, I need y'all to do a little, call and response. So we're going to say together. Y'all would say powerful, hey for you and me. Powerful. There we go. Powerful. That's beautiful. Powerful. Powerful. Come on. Powerful. Yeah. Hey. Alright, I'm a rap now. I believe when we free our minds from the pain, then maybe we'll be okay and see the sun shine through the rain. And when that rainbow emerge, your journey is now to go search for that pot of gold. Just know it's always a brighter day after these dark nights. We all done seen a harsh life, but everything is alright. Cause in God you can spotlight. Now I'ma let it shine in my home and everywhere that I go. Spread a message to folks all over, letting them know that the essence of democracy isn't freedom. And not to believe in kings, but instead believe in the kingdom. That's word to chance. We all sinners but deserve a chance. We must learn to stand together as one. Working hand in hand would be the perfect plan. There's power and unity, so in our community learn to communicate. We'll soon to see better days for both you and me. Won't be no human cruelty. These crews ain't got a cruise with heat, and police won't pull me over to murder me down brutally. We screaming for change until them chains come off, but we still slaves who be enslaved by the law. This how they play with our thoughts, and our past leaders had to hang on the cross, cause the road to freedom was a dangerous walk, but still they marched. Yeah. We the freedom soldiers. 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 I'ma need y'all right here for this part. I said together we can be no more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. Together we can be no more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. Uncle always told us that we some freedom soldiers. Uncle always told us, sipping his Corona. Me a freedom soldier, he a freedom soldier, she a freedom soldier. We so tough, I'm screaming free my street soldiers. The young he told us, and the reaper smoker. Gotta keep a toaster, it pop like Coca-Cola. Gang signs stowed up, learn it as we grow up. Living life with no love, kicking in the dough cause you trying to get this dough up. Or whipping up the coca, then post up at the corner. But purple come and roll up, now it's free the soldier. Hang around them cobras and he ain't even know bruh. Screaming for change until them chains come off, but we still slaves cause we enslaving our thoughts. My generation is lost, to make a change I hang on the cross. Cause the road to freedom is a dangerous walk, but still I march. Yeah, we the freedom. Clap. Come on. Yeah, yeah, we the freedom soldiers. We the freedom soldiers. I see you singing along. I like that, yeah? Exactly, I see it. Say I'm beautiful. Y'all look so beautiful. We the freedom. I said together we can be. No more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. I said together we can be. No more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. Together we can be. No more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. Together we can be. No more hate from you and me. Eliminate the cruelty. Let's make a change now, you and me. Okay. Oh, thank you. So powerful. You know, they say many hands make light work. You know, and I'm big on collective power and collective liberation. There's only so much you can do by yourself, you know, and I believe we are reflections of each other. And, you know, I really love being a part of spaces like this. It's an honor to, you know, come here, share my gift, meet you all, and share this, you know, path of our lives together. This next song, this is my very last piece that I'm going to do for you all. I wrote this a couple years ago when I was, you know, just learning more about nature and the power of the land. You know, that's something that I was removed from, and it's been so liberating to, you know, receive that wisdom and that education of how, you know, this beautiful Mother Earth truly heals us. So the name of this is In the Garden, and this will be my last piece. Hit me, Scott. You know, this is like one of those meditation tracks. You can really like take some powerful breaths with this, you know. I need y'all to snap for me though. Walking in the garden, yeah. Talking in the garden, sparking in the garden, but all we water in the garden. That's two. Hey, clap this time. Walking in the garden, talking in the garden, sparking in the garden, but all we water in the garden, water in the garden, walking in the garden, walking there we walking, talking in the garden, steady talking, sparking in the garden, but all we water. Y'all good. Look, we are all seeds in this garden of life. Give me what I need and water me right. Bring me from dark to the light. Follow your heart and ignite the spark for insight. Like a star in the night, shine down unto me, so I can see the reflection of what I can be. If you are a seed who is on your family tree, what are the things you've been programmed to believe? Is it the truth or have you been deceived? When did you receive enlightenment and empathy to find peace where purpose meets passion and know why you've been conceived? Now how do you perceive this reality? Let's look at the galaxy and see the power of the sun. Beaming brightness upon the planets and the moon, like a parent with daughters and sons. They take a moment to reflect on what energizes us the most is have fun and shine our lights into this world in front of the boys and the girls. What does it take for a flower to grow? We nurture the soil and moisturize the seed with H2O, a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen that allow the sun to shine within. Let's breathe. Because we also need oxygen. See, with no breath, that's your death. And with no water, there's no life. That's like a right with no left. No balance, no sight, no sense of touch, no tongue to taste, a loss of smell, no ears to hear. And without our five senses, we're senseless. Might as well be with the atmosphere. Return with the earth, wind, fire, and the sea. I desire to be a servant of love in this garden that we all here oversee together as a community. In the name of union and solidarity for peace and prosperity. Providing clarity. Apparently that is hard for some, but I'm not one to condemn, I'm one to protect. With a demand that humanity and nature gets their respect. Then I channel my energy from being upset to becoming more uplifting and invest effort into a consistent system of healthy living. Because we were given fruits for purification and vegetables for consumption, natural resources to utilize and help the way that we function. There are many false discussions that would create much mind dysfunction till we discover the lies and no longer ride on that road of self-destruction and realize reproduction is the foundation of legacy. Oh yeah, the love we meet, the love we create, and the love that we be. A covenant is an intimate relationship for something that is more than you and me. And with no you, there's no we. Now tell me what's a garden with no seeds? I see we can speak life but speak death, but every word is a seed. Every action and behavior we exemplify is the water and heat. We water and seeds, but the water can be toxic or alkalized with purity. Now do you see you truly need to watch how you be walking in the garden? Hey, but are we watering? Or can we make some noise? How y'all feeling today? Walking in the garden. Talking in the garden. Yeah. Sparking in the garden. We be doing everything up in that garden, but are you watering the garden, you know? I'm talking about we can walk, we can, you know, we can judge, you know, we can fight, we can fuss, we can have fun, we can do all of these things, but at the end of the day gotta end. And are you watering the garden? Thank you very much. That's my time. Thank you for having me. Text Blaze to 33777. Peace.
Yeah. Try to tell y'all. Louis Blaze, if you look him up, you know what I'm saying? That's Louis with 2 E's. Louis Blaze, Lewiee Blaze. Check him out, find out where he's performing. He's doing real work out here in the community. It's beautiful. Just so he was talking about, planting those seeds, cultivating the garden, recognizing that we live in a world of abundance, y'all. Sometimes we get stuck in this scarcity mindset, like there's not enough. But I was kicking it at like Sammy's Avenue Eatery, right? Having a meeting. I like to go there for meetings. I go to different spots, just post it up, getting ready for my next meeting as a full-time artist. I got a lot of meetings. I got to meet with people. But it's cool. I get to build those relationships. And I was posted up at the eatery. I thought to myself, I was like, yo, we could have a PhD level education just by listening to community conversations, just by building relationships. We live in a community with a wealth of resources. There's an abundance here. We don't always feel like we have access to it, but if we organize and we develop those relationships, we can realize how much richness there is. That's what Northside Vibe is about. It's about amplifying the richness of North Minneapolis that's already here. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to gather some of folks who were doing beautiful, powerful work throughout the community to have a conversation. And so what we did is we invited some people. We had cultural storytellers from the Black Storytellers Alliance of the Zulu family. Some of y'all know the Zulu family. Shout out. They are pillars. They are foundations. They are gifted in the art of storytelling. They came through. And they shared this powerful history, like things I never knew about North Minneapolis. We actually had an installation around the room for the Minnesota African American Heritage Museum from their History Harvest exhibit, where they were telling stories about how North Minneapolis began to grow and the wealth that was here. We had like celebrities that came through. We're talking movie stars and actors and singers and dancers who came and helped build the arts community, and so many things I learned about. You'll hear some of it in this video we're gonna watch in just a minute. But we had the Zulu family come through, and then we also had a day of health and wellness. We had a brother named Chance York who does yoga. He's a black yogi. He's creating a space for black men to tend to their mental health and well-being. That's not something that's always popularized. He's creating a space for it. And then a sister by the name of Rakira Snow. She's a regenerative health practitioner. She came in, she talked about healthy diet, how to cleanse your body, cleanse your gut. You know what I'm saying? We don't always pay attention to what gets stuck in our gut, but she was dropping some gems, dropping some knowledge about how to clean your body. She lives in North Minneapolis. She's giving people that wisdom and that knowledge and those practices, right? So you don't got to go worry about when you get older, paying all these expensive doctor bills. You can get it checked right now and start taking care of yourself. She taught us about that. And we had a business and entrepreneurship night. We had Markella Smith, who owns the Dream Shop over here in North, and Felicia Perry, who's worked with the West Broadway Black Business Bureau. And just people just dropping knowledge about financial literacy. That's something that I didn't know about when I was younger. I learned a lot from the community, from going to conferences and seminars and just having these conversations. And then we had a day of gardening where Michael Chaney of Project Sweetie Pie, anybody know Project Sweetie Pie, Michael Chaney? He came through with Marcus Carr, and they were giving away free plants and vegetables, and we actually had a community garden right outside. So that's the type of things we're creating more space for. And then last but not least, we had a day where we talked about public safety, right? And we had Janelle Austin, who worked out at George Floyd Square. She protected a lot of the artwork that's out there. And then E.J. Easley, who's an activist and organizer. We had a conversation about what does it mean to feel safe in your own neighborhood? What do you need to feel safe, right? And so we had a conversation not only through our words, but we also have an art installation. So I want to encourage you all, before you leave, you got to tap that wall at least once. And what I mean by that is we have questions, 4 questions to respond to. You can just write your response on the wall. We also have markers and crayons and sticky notes and newspapers if you want to get real creative and have fun and express yourself. But I encourage you all to at least respond to one of those questions before you leave. I want everybody in here, if you haven't already, to respond to these questions on the wall. What do you love most about the North Side, North Minneapolis? What do you wish more people knew about the North Side? And then what do you want which was different about the North Side, and then what's your most hopeful vision for the future of the North Side? So you can start thinking about those responses. But without further ado, I want to click this video. Tay's going to hit the video, and you'll watch and you'll learn more about what we did through the North Side Vibe Cultural Arts and Storytelling series that we held. So check it out. Arts and cultural storytelling series that's meant to amplify the richness of North Minneapolis.
We gotta collaborate, we gotta talk, we gotta conversate, we gotta share ideas. I'm proudly Northside, and my boys are proudly Northside. And to show them that there's possibility, that you can't let nobody put you in a box, that you can't let nobody label you and tell you what you can and cannot do.
Some people approach this as a application. Some people approach this as a business. I approach this as a movement. I believe that local food production, urban farming, is the latest iteration of the civil rights movement.
I've always understood justice as a way of life, and justice as a process of making things right. So that means when I harm you, that doing justice means undoing that harm.
When I say North Side, you say Bob. North Side, North Side, North Side. Right on. When I say North Side, you say Bob. North Side. North Side. North Side. Yeah. It feels good to say it, right? Feel good. So this is what we've been cultivating, right? This has been going on long before we started this series. We've already been having these conversations, already been growing together, but we want to continue, we want to amplify and do whatever we can to contribute, right, to a legacy. There's a long, rich legacy, a culture of collective building, right? So that's what we want to celebrate today. I want to invite you all just to do a quick turn and talk, just for a couple of minutes, to turn to a strange person next to you. If you can't find a strange person, that means you might be the strange person. But I want you all just to turn to somebody and tell them, what's something new that you're learning about the North Side, or what's something that's coming alive for you about the North Side after watching this video, hearing the art, holding this space for these conversations, maybe looking at what's on the wall. What's something either new that you're learning, or something you're excited about that's like enlivened or inside of you about the North Minneapolis community? I'm going to give you a couple minutes, turn to somebody, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
It's Alejandro Te again, Artistic Associate here. We hope you enjoyed your time tuning in here to Northside Vibe. We're going to keep having conversations here, and we hope that you join in. We have other events coming up. Joe is continuing the Northside Vibe series, so tune into his social media for that. But also Mixed Blood is continuing these events throughout the rest of the summer. Next up, we have in Cedar Riverside, right in our home neighborhood, on August 5th, which is next Saturday at 4 p.m. We're going to be with Ephraim Mansour, who has created a Somali akal, a hut that is all about healing and conversations about healing. We hope you join us for that. After that, our next event is in Woodbury on August 18th, where Brown Body, the performance collective, is going to be sharing a bit there in that suburb. And then the very next day, we have 12 by 12, the festival. So 12 by 12, the festival, happens at Mixed Blood Theater. It's on August 19th and 20th, and it brings together all 12 performances together in one performance in one day. We have 3 acts. Each act is 90 minutes. We've got breaks in between. We've got food. We've got performance. We got poetry. We got dance. It's going to be a wild, wild ride, so we hope you join us. And other than that, we just thank you so much for tuning in today. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.